What up, YouTube? I'm back here. Got another video going. Just doing, I guess, a update video on what my channel. Yeah, I got a channel, man. Been on YouTube a month now. What? Crazy. Basically finished the micro shark and made a video that day, man. I mean, I was kind of impressed with myself. I had never built an RC car before and built this guy and just really had a blast building it. And so I am hooked like everyone else that watches these videos, and I ordered more stuff and I will be building another one. Well, you know, not another micro shark, but gonna build another rig. I have this scale rig here. Fantastic. I have my Mini Z. Fantastic. I would recommend a Mini Z to anybody. I understand SCX24s have all these parts, everything, but man, the Mini Z is awesome. I used to have side mirrors on it. My 2-year-old, he ripped them off of there, but whatever. I was a little bummed out, but I can buy a new shell. You know, I can't remember how much they are. I think they're spendy, but $50 maybe. Get a brand new shell. Wouldn't be too bad. I would have to trim the fenders, since I trimmed these fenders in order to get the tire compression. You know, that's just perfect, really, but whatever. So yeah, let me show you what I got and what I got planned here. I ordered 2 sets of knuckles from Mofo. I ordered 2 of the same, and I got 2 different knuckles. I don't know if that happens to other people, but I messaged him. I thought they were logo-less, and then I found the logo on the back side of them, but I'd really like, you know, all 4 knuckles to be the same on my car. Not have the front these and the rear these, or vice versa. I'd like them all to be the same. I'm kind of OCD about that. About all my stuff, you know. It's got to look the way I want it to look. And so I asked him if I could send him back and get these. Because he also, on accident, they sent me, where did that package go? I ordered the rear, oh, it's right here in front of me. I only ordered 1 set of these. These are the hardened steel axle gears. I mean, I would recommend getting all the hardened steel everything. You only got to buy it the one time, you know. They're a little more money, sure, but you're not really going to strip those out or anything. But beside the point. Anyways, I only ordered 1 set, and I ended up with 2. So I told him about that, and told him I'd put him in the mail with these knuckles here, and in hopes of getting these knuckles back. Then I could have 4 of the same. So maybe that's something he'll do. Hopefully I don't have to just buy another set of knuckles or something, but I mean, whatever. Bought his wheels. I really like his simple wheels. I mean, it's like a 5-piece wheel. You know, they're pretty badass. If anybody hasn't seen these before, this is the 0mm inner hub there. It's a brass one. And then I went with the standard ring on the outside and the black ultra premium wheel on the inside. I really liked this look here. I just scratch up the ring so much. And then after, you know, looking on his website so much, I realized that I could basically create the same wheel, but with a protective ring around the outside. And so that's kind of what I got, because the silver, you know, it'll scratch, but it'll still stay silver, so you won't see it, and then you still get that black. And I am going to buy another hub, but I'm going to buy a purple hub, because the build I'm doing is going to be a scythe, but not this one. I bought the frame rails a long time ago. That was like one of the first SCX24 parts I ever bought, were those frame rails. I bought them hoping they would fit the Micro Shark. I mean, I didn't know at the time. I don't own an SCX24, or didn't, you know. I was hoping maybe I could fit them in there, but they don't work. You gotta buy a stock-shaped frame to build your Micro Shark. And so I've just had these hanging around, and I'm gonna go with the complete scythe. I ordered a purple one, should be here on Saturday. The aluminum purple scythe, and that's gonna be badass, because I'm basically kind of building the same setup I got here, but on a scythe, which is gonna be pretty cool. I'm not gonna go with the portals on this build. I ordered the bigger tires, the mudslingers. They should be here on Saturday too, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'll have to check the date, but here in the next few days. And then I can complete that wheel. And instead of the black hub, it'll be a purple hub with the purple scythe. And then I'll have 2 purple Reefs 99 servos. And that's why I want, you know, the knuckles, it to be the same set of knuckles for the front and the rear for my 4-wheel steering with the taller tires. And since I have the 0mm inner hub, that means that outer hub is going to stick out a little bit, but it's not going to stick out past the ring. As you can see, it's deep inside there, but it'll add a whole nother dimension inside the wheel, which is going to be sweet. So you'll be able to catch a little glimpse of purple in there. But I am going to hold out and wait for the Little Guy Racing Super 8 axles to come out. And I'm going to buy 2 front axles of the Little Guy Racing Super 8s. And that'll get me my 4mm offset on either side, I believe, is what it is. And that'll be close to what this is. I want to say this is close to 5mm sticking out on each side. And so it'd be close to that with the bigger tires. Will give me a little extra axle clearance. And then I will go with the same RC Addiction brass links, because the Super 8 axle steering linkage looks the same as the RC Addiction links. So that'll be kind of badass. I'll have that same brass tubing under my scythe and the same brass tubing in front, with the purple servo, the purple scythe chassis, and then that little purple hub. And then the rest of it will be mofo. It'll be mofo gears, Mofo, basically everything else, the skid plate, flex blades. I ordered more flex blades. I'm only going to put them on the rear, and so I'll have a couple extras, because I only wanted to put them on the rear on the Micro Shark, but since I don't have full compression because of my grill being in the way, I left them on the front. But since I have a metal axle on the front of my Micro Shark, I can tighten up them flex blades pretty darn good to where they don't work at all. And then it allows you to climb even steeper because you don't get that little drop back. And I used to have 2 ounces of extra weight in each tire. I bought some Pinewood Derby tungsten weight putty, and I bought a bunch of it, and I kind of rolled it out like you would a Play-Doh tube or something, just, and then wrapped around the wheel with it, and the front of the car weighed an awful lot. It was insane. And with the flex blades tightened down and everything so secure, like it didn't really want to climb. It weighed so much. I mean, you could darn near, it would just sit right here like this basically and just spin tires. It didn't even want to tip backwards. It weighed so much up front, which was unreal. But I've learned through all that you can have your car weigh too much, and you can have your car weigh not enough. I think the money zone is somewhere right around a pound, maybe a little less than a pound, and that's kind of what I'm shooting for. I would like this new car, to weigh, I don't know, 0.8 of a pound, I guess. This is 1.2 pounds, the Micro Shark, right about 1.2 pounds. And I would really like this new build that I've started to be right under a pound with those bigger tires, 4-wheel steer, the ability to, climb and flex and roll over and not scratch. I think I'll be a little more gutsy in taking it or trying different lines, trying different things, because I really don't do that with my Micro Shark, since it's like a scale vehicle and I don't really want to roll it over. I haven't really tried crazy things, I've seen some videos, and man, those warthogs will do some serious stuff. But again, I guess the Furetex, it's just basically a frame driving around, but I mean, it looks a little different. I like the way it's shaped, how they shaped that scythe to fit the Komodo motor. I think that looks pretty badass, the way the front of it is. The Warthog's badass, but its shocks are just laying flat. They're not even really shocks at that point. And I plan on doing something similar, not necessarily lay them horizontal when I do this scythe, but at a pretty good angle. And then with the flex blades in the back, I should have some serious flex in the rear and up front. And it's gonna be interesting, to say the least. I've already got a bunch of hardware, extra, link parts there, but I got all the little bolts and gaskets, washers and screws and extra servo horn, waiting for Mofo. I would do the Mofo servos if you ever got them, but they always seem to be sold out, so I'm kind of gonna go with the reefs purple. I think that'll look cool with the purple scythe, the purple reefs, and the purple inner hub there. I think that'll look pretty badass. I've got a Furetech Lizard in there with the BEC That's just a regular lizard. I think that'll do it. I mean, I have a couple 2S batteries. Wherever they both went, there's the other one. So I'm good on batteries there. My 3S battery, it's nothing special. Fits in there. Fits in there pretty well, no big deal. I did have to solder a new lead on there. I was told to just cut one wire at a time. When you're putting a new connector on your battery leads, you don't want to cut them both at once. You can short your battery out. So if you are upgrading to a 3S battery, you can just solder whatever lead on as long as you do one wire at a time. And make sure you get it to match up. Red to red, black to black. And I left a little bit of the red and black at the end just so I didn't accidentally plug it in the wrong way somehow, even though it's hard to. I mean, it's got the little line on it if it'll focus. So really only fits one direction, but you never know. Got the rock bars again. I like the brass black. I do. I really do. Scratches though, and then that awesome paint wears off. But it is what it is. Got my shocks. What else do I have in here? Oh yeah, I do have some leftover metal drive shafts. In order to do this, I had to buy 2 sets of drive shafts to make this possible. Since I had to flip the skid plate around and Dremel out on the frame, and to make that possible, I extended my front drive shaft longer than just the regular C10 front drive shaft. So I had to buy 2 sets. I bought a deadbolt set and a C10 set. And then I've also bought the Mofo printed drive shaft extenders. So I think I can make that work as far as being able to do the drive shaft. So we'll see about that. That might work, might not. I'm not too sure. But if I gotta buy another drive shaft, I gotta buy another drive shaft. But yeah, just been, I put one of these wheels together. I don't have the tires yet. I just wanted to see, and I think they look cool. I think they look really cool. So glad I got them. I thought really long and hard about getting some solid brass wheels. That seems to be pretty popular right now, the solid brass. But I mean, when you buy things from Mofo, you know, most of the fun is building it. You know, you get your baggies and you still got to build it. And I mean, look at all the screws involved and pieces involved and putting this wheel together. That's a lot of the fun for me. I really enjoy building these cars. They're fun to drive. They're very capable, but I do enjoy this part of it, building them. Wasn't ever into RC till Christmas, and here I am now, you know. Bought a Mini Z, upgraded it. Basically, you just switch parts, you know. That was fun, that was cool. I proved I could do it, and then started this one from scratch. And so here I am now doing this scythe, which should be easier than the Micro Shark. I mean, the scythe build seems pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I mean, the scythe's gonna come, it's like darn near one piece. Maybe not, I don't know, but shouldn't be too difficult to put together. I mean, if I can put that together, I should be able to put a few aluminum pieces together. And then I still need some axles, like I was saying. I'm probably go with the Super 8s. But if I don't go with the Super 8s, then I'm definitely gonna buy some Mofo brass axles. But that could put me over the weight limit that I'm after. I want to try to keep it under a pound just to see what the performance is like. Because weighing too much, I already know that you can get them to weigh too much. And then they don't really climb, they just spin. Like the tires just spin. They weigh way too much. And you just not going to get up the obstacle, no matter how hard you try. And that's where I'm at. So stay tuned. Oh yeah, I already got my spur, pinion, transmission gears. We'll see how that goes. These are what came with the portal wheels. If you get Mofo's portals, the wheels come with the aluminum zeros. And I bought the brass zeros and then the brass 3mm. And the Micro Shark has the 3mm on it. And that was just to get the inner hub there to be sucked in rather than sticking out. But since the Ultra Premiums, having that inner hub stick out, it's going to look cool with the purple. I think it's going to look really cool. It'll be hints of purple, black, brass, and silver. And that's going to look pretty dope. I don't know what color the Super 8 axles are going to be, though. And I think those are printed material, if I'm not mistaken. So the axle housings shouldn't weigh that much, but those new CVDs that they've got, that Little Guy Racing, I'm definitely picking me up a set of them. And they're making those for the Super 8s as well as stock links. And that does away with the dog bone. I hate the dog bone. Absolutely hate that dog bone. The Mini Z has a CVD instead of a dog bone. You can kind of see it in there, way in there. And I have never had an issue with that. They stay together pretty good. Upgraded the metal ones on the front, and they are well worth it. I'm willing to bet that if you don't buy those CVD axles the week they come out on that Little Guy Racing site, you're probably not going to get them for a while, because I'm sure everybody hates the dog bones. I know I do. Absolutely hate them. But that's pretty much everything I got. I mean, I got all the hardware I'm going to need. Just, ordering parts. Gonna order another shipment of stuff next week. That should hopefully complete the job. I do need to get one more Avatar chip. I haven't even checked the website. Hopefully they're not sold out of the chips. I might do a whole nother controller even. That way I can drive the Micro Shark and the Scythe at the same time. That might be pretty fun. Me and my wife, my kids, Mini Z out there, Micro Shark out there, and the new Scythe. And my son will have a blast with the four-wheel steer part of it. I bet he'll just think that's cool. Be able to drive the Scythe pretty much wherever. I mean, I'm thinking this little thing's gonna perform. I mean, I got this figured out pretty well on how to get a capable rig. And doing the Scythe, hopefully it has a lower center of gravity. It'll have bigger tires, but I'm thinking it's gonna hopefully outperform the Micro Shark, and that'll be cool. Like I said, I'll do another Komodo. Somebody on eBay has the old school or the OG black Komodo mount. I want to buy the black one. That way I can buy the Mofo brass transmission. And that would look pretty cool. Then the only little bit of red will be right there. And with the purple frame, I don't think it'll be that bad. When I first started putting this Micro Shark together, I was worried that it was gonna look an awful lot like Christmas with the green and the red, but it doesn't. I don't think that at all when I look at it, but before it was all together, that was my worry, was the green and red would look like Christmas, but it don't. And I'm hoping the red on the purple scythe doesn't stand out and look goofy, but I don't think it will. As long as I don't have a whole gob of red like in there. That black motor mount with the brass transmission, and then that little bit of red. That should look pretty cool. That's the plan as of right now. I mean, everybody's buying these parts. They are just popular, you know. You get them while you can, absolutely. So, subject to things being sold out, that's my idea. And hopefully here, by the end of the month, or, you know, into early next month, I'll have this whole thing, you know, bought and paid for and put together. By then, they do get expensive. I'm not into just buying the cheap stuff on Amazon, you know. I mean, you can, but you got to do a lot of dremeling, I've heard, and all that. I mean, you do with everything you buy. I mean, if you want a better flex, you got to Dremel out your skid plates where your links meet in there. That way they rotate better. That's what I did on the Micro Shark. I mean, that's kind of standard. I'd assume other people do that. Although, I don't know. I see a lot of stiff looking rigs out there that, you know, stand super tall and look tippy and look like their axles don't really flex around. But if you have one of them and you're watching, get a little Dremel out and trim inside. Maybe I can show you here, get you a good view. Maybe you can see right up there. It was trimmed out. I trimmed them all out. Shaved it right there where the link meets the skid plate. Right over there. I mean, you'd never be able to tell if I didn't show you. But, I mean, those are the kind of things you got to do. And you just put them together and look for where things are touching, you know. It's not rocket science, you know. Like, if it's touching and rubbing, it probably shouldn't. Still working on my gear meshing on this. It's gotten a little better. It's gotten a lot better, but geez Louise, you know. I've effed with this so many different times, and it's like it never sounds any different, honestly. I loosened up the gears inside the transmission. I might have to loosen them up even more. I think they sent this to me and everything was just super tight, and I've been loosening it. I had everything so loose that nothing, like, it just spun rather than go, and then I got it barely to where it would work, and then it would skip a little, and then I tightened it up a little more, and that's where I'm at now. So it sounds better than it ever has, but still just sounds tight for some reason. But it's an ongoing process. You're always tinkering with them. That's what's fun about them. Video's gotten really long. If you're still watching, stay tuned. I'll be doing the purple Furatech scythe. It's gonna be a blast. I'll keep making videos along the way as I'm putting stuff together. Right now I'm just putting these wheels together, and then I'll be putting shocks together. So cool. And yeah, thanks for watching all that. So peace.